Welcome to Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts, and today I'm going to be doing some resin jewellery with a difference. If you saw my thumbnail, you know roughly what it's going to be. So what I've done is I've used my die cutting machine and I've cut out just some shapes that I had out of my dies in glittery paper. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doming these on both sides. Obviously not at once, because we can't dome on both sides at once. And then we're going to let them cure and then turn them into some pendants or some jewellery. And this is a great way to use your die cutting machine or your die cuts for something different than card making, and it does give some great results. Now, I've backed some of these with a different colour, as you can see, so they can be versatile when you're wearing them. And they do come out really well. Now, I've used glittery paper, and I've found that with glittery paper, you don't need to seal it first. Maybe it's the glue that they put the glitter on with, I'm not sure. But if I was using normal paper or just pictures that I'd cut out, that I'd drawn, I would certainly seal it first, either with Mod Podge or a spray sealer. And as you can see, this one I've also backed. That one I've backed in the same colour. And the same with that one. That actually was the middle cut out of there. But these I haven't backed at all. But I will still dome them as if I had backed them, because I want them to be versatile as well. So without too much of ado, let's get on and dome these. So as people all know, if they've seen my videos before, I don't actually use a doming resin, a special resin for doming. What I use is I use just a normal coring resin that I've allowed to thicken up quite a bit. And I find it works really, really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a bit in the middle there, and I'm going to let that find its own centre. And if I need to add any more to it, I will. And then what I use is I just use one of my plastic stirring sticks to pop the resin on and draw it really to where I want it. And I'm not the most delicate of people, as people will know. So I have a slight tremor, so I do kind of mess, I'm not the delicatest of people. But what I will do is I will push that resin to the edges of all those little leaves, or petals really, aren't they? And ensure that I've got the whole piece covered, ready for when I turn it over, when it's cured, to do the other side and then turn it into a necklace or an earring or brooch or a pin or any of those things that you want to do with it. And most resins, I find, I haven't found one that hasn't yet, has got its own surface tension, like all liquids, and so it doesn't tend to flow. As long as you don't overdo it, it doesn't tend to flow over the edge. It will find its edge and then it will stay on that edge and dome. I mean, if you do have a doming resin, then, use it. I just haven't got one. So if there's any suppliers out there that would like me to test one of their doming resins, please feel free to send it and I will test it and see if it's better than the system that I use. And if it is, then that's what I will use going forward. Let me know in the comments what you use as well. Okay, so I'm going to finish doing these off camera, and then when I'll come back and I'll show you what they all look like. So these have all been domed now, and what we'll do is we will cover them up to ensure nothing gets in them while they're curing. I will let them cure for about 24 hours, and then I will turn them over. We'll come back to them and see what they look like, but then I'll turn them over and then I will dome the other side. These have all cured now, and they, as you can see, they're nicely domed on that side. So all I need to do is turn these over and dome on the other side. Now, as you can see, a little bit has bled to that side, but it's not going to matter because it will get covered up when I'm doming this side. We'll come back to these once they're domed, and I'm going to turn them into jewellery. These have all cured nicely now, and as you can see they're quite robust and they're going to hang really well. This one I've put, when it was curing, I lifted this on the top of this because I wanted this one to be that you could have like that, or that you could have like that as well. So, you know, it's dual-sided. So what we need to do now is we need to be able to turn them into necklaces. And I'm going to show you quickly how to do that. Now, there's lots of different methods of doing it. And this one, I'm going to use a little ribbon clip here. And these are available from Amazon. And I want to put that where this petal is here. So I'm going to snip that petal out there. Okay, so I've taken that little petal out there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this little clip in there like that. Push it in. And then squeeze it shut. And then what you'll find is that'll dig into the resin. And then you can put a jump ring on there and a chain. And it will hang up like so. If that's one way you want to do it. The other way that you can do this is actually, here's the whole petal or flower, and I didn't put a backing on this one. So what you can do is you can drill a hole through there and then put a ring in it. So that's really easy to do, and that's what I'm going to be doing with these pieces here. So I'll drill the holes and then I'll show you how I drill one hole, and then I will show you how to fix the clasps. So all you need to do is, once you've drilled the holes, is take a jump ring, thread the jump ring through the necklace, and do the jump ring up. And there we go. There you have an easy, different type of necklace or pendant. If you want to pop a bit of glue on that jump ring, then please feel free to do so. I don't tend to do mine. I don't find they need to be. So, for instance, this double flower one, I want that to hang a specific way. So I've put 2 holes in it. I got one there. And one there. And then what I can do is I can just hang that as a necklace from those 2 points. So I'll finish these off and I'll show you what they look like once they're on a chain. So these are them now. They've all been put on chains, and as you can see, I've got them pinned up there as well. And they've all come out really well. I'm very pleased with those. So let's just zoom in. So the one there with the little holes or the rings, I've got 2 spare there for earrings to match the necklace. And there's the double flower one. And that's come out beautiful with that glitter paper. And these are really simple to do, but give a very good effect, excellent effect. And to be honest, they cost hardly anything. I wouldn't think that all of these cost me more than £4, including the resin. So, if you want to have a go. Just cut out some random shapes or use your die cutters and then dome on top. If you've liked this video and you want to see more of my how-to videos and support for resin, then please hit that like and subscribe button, and you'll get a notification if you hit the bell of when my next video comes out. Leave a comment or any questions in the comments below, and enjoy your resining. Bye. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share this video as much as you can to help my channel grow. Bye.